Hi, this is your host with the Fort Worth Museum of Science and History. I'm here at the zoo today to talk to you about tigers. Now, I'm in the middle of the tiger exhibit, and these guys are probably getting ready to settle down for the day. It's a little too bright outside for us to see them right now. This is when they will leave their home range or their territory, and they will walk the boundaries just to make sure that everything is exactly how they left it the night before. Tigers like it pretty cool. They don't really like it super hot outside. So they will usually stay in the shade during the hottest parts of the day and just kind of hang out until things start to cool down a little bit. But as you can see, they still like to be active during the day as well. They're not exclusively nocturnal, or mostly nocturnal, but sometimes they will be active during the day, especially during those 2 patrols. If there's any changes, if anything is encroached on their space, maybe another animal or even people, they want to know about it. And they want to get rid of whatever is there. Each of these tigers is slightly different. They vary in size and color and markings. They will rub against trees or objects to leave their scent. In fact, tigers can swim faster than they can walk on land. Even leopards, who are excellent hunters, will avoid tiger territory if they can help it because they are so much bigger than leopards. If a tiger is desperate for food, they will kill other animals, including other tigers, to satiate their hunger. They are also incredibly fast runners, capable of speeds up to 40 miles per hour. Tigers also fight each other only when they have to. They also use their swimming abilities to sneak up on fish, as tigers will eat fish. Just because they can be on land doesn't mean they can't be in the water. They're excellent hunters there too. Usually when they're fighting over a female or fighting over territory, they will show each other their belly and try to intimidate the other one. They eat all kinds of animals, including deer, antelope, buffalo, monkeys, wild boar, pigs, leopards, sloth bears, elephants, and even crocodiles. Really, they will eat just about anything that moves. Sometimes they will even just back away slowly, showing their back, because they don't want to fight. They will save their energy for hunting and instead run away from conflict. So if you ever see a tiger swimming, you might think that it's a Bengal tiger because they are known to love the water. However, all tigers are great swimmers. They also have scent glands on their paws, and they will put those scent pads all over the place as well. When they spray, they are spraying a chemical called urea. And this is what gives tigers their distinct, very recognizable odor. But no matter what species they are, tigers are facing threats in the wild due to habitat loss and poaching. But before we go, let's check back in on the tigers and see what they're doing. There they are. They will have between 2 and 3 cubs every 2 to 3 years, depending on how often they successfully mate and have babies. And they will keep those cubs for up to 2 years, teaching them how to hunt, teaching them how to fight, teaching them all the skills they need to survive in the wild. Because when they're done being raised by mom, the cubs will strike out on their own and have their own territories and take care of themselves. You see the male first, followed closely by the female. They are headed to the back of their exhibit, which is near some trees, tall trees that they can climb. And that is where their den is. Here you can see them both settle down and relax. The male laying down first, and then the female right behind him curling up to go to sleep. As dusk is, when many of their prey animals are most active. So they will be listening for the sounds of squealing pigs or deer or other animals that they like to eat. And they'll set off into the forest to find those animals and have one last meal before settling down for the night. They are very territorial animals and can be very aggressive towards other animals and even humans if they feel that their space is being encroached upon. But we do have an empty den, and I bet you that is where they are going to go. They'll use all of their senses, sight, smell, and hearing, to listen for prey, or to watch for prey. And if they find any, they will quickly snatch it up and eat it. But let me tell you what I mean by that. When the sun comes up, tigers will usually get up and start their day with something called a dawn patrol. Now, while they're out doing their dawn patrol, they're also looking for food. Now, after the dawn patrol, most of the time they're going to head back to their den, maybe take a little bit of a nap, chill out, relax, and wait for the heat of the day to pass. And then around dusk, they will get up again and do another patrol. This is usually more of a food-focused patrol. Tigers are primarily nocturnal, meaning they like to be most active during the night. Well, it's time for our virtual tour to come to an end. Tigers are very good parents. There are several different species of tigers throughout Asia. These include Siberian tigers, Malaysians, Indo-Chinese tigers, Sumatrans, and Bengals. As I mentioned earlier, tigers are very territorial and will mark their territory with scent to show other tigers that this is their space. Tigers are excellent swimmers and will often swim across rivers and streams to get to prey or to move from one part of their territory to another. Because tigers are so big and so strong, they have very few predators in the wild. While tigers do not typically eat each other, there are documented cases of tigers killing and eating other tigers, especially cubs. Tigers are extremely flexible and can jump up to 30 feet in a single bound. As I mentioned earlier, tigers are apex predators, meaning they are at the top of the food chain and nothing preys on them except humans. Tigers can be very patient when hunting. They will sometimes hide and wait for hours to ambush their prey. Thank you for watching. For more animal facts, stay tuned to Wildlife Symphony.